Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at Elementalcore100's Odd Paladin. Elementalcore100, we've covered them numerous times, fantastic content creator, definitely go check them out. They're up on Twitter, on YouTube, and always posting great content over to Hearthstone, which this is from. If you are watching on YouTube, you can find all those links down in the description, so jump over there, check out the deck, give it a +1, leave a lovely thoughtful comment, like I know you will. So we've got Odd Paladin here. We've played Odd Paladin many a time. I'm sure you guys don't need me to tell you what is up with Odd Paladin. It's a strong, aggressive deck, can grind very hard, the hero power is very tough, and you don't use a lot of resources from your hand as you go along, which is what makes it such a resilient, aggressive deck. What Elementalcore100 has done here is twisted things a little bit, particularly in the 1-drop slot. Usually we see people try and go full mech, chuck in things like, the mech 1-drops, maybe even some bronze gatekeepers, and focus on getting the war gears and the Ziliacs in here. Instead, Elementalcore has just gone for the 1-drops, not playing any war gears, not playing any Ziliacs. So we've got 2 Glotrons in here, we've got 2 Mecharoos in here, and I actually kind of like that. We've still got Righteous Protector, we've still got Lost in the Jungle, we've still got Firefly, still got Acarus Veteran, still got Blessing of Might. So we've actually got an even thicker 1-drop slot. You see 14 1-drops. This is some odd hunter stuff going on here. But I really like that. I think that this will allow us to kind of go under a lot more decks, which is one of the key ways that we beat decks like Druid or Control Warlock, these types of decks. Now, that does come at a cost. It does have some opportunity cost there, in that we are -1 Raid Leader, -1 Stonehill Defender, though the Stonehill Defenders do get cut quite often. We also aren't playing any, we're only playing the 2 Vine Cleavers, 2 Corridor Creepers. There's no Stormwind Champions or anything like that in here. Still got all the good 5s, still got the 2 unidentified mauls. And I'm assuming to go with the increased amount of 1-drops, we've also got 2 Divine Favors in here. We've talked a lot about the double Divine Favors. I'm personally not a fan of it. I think you have a lot more games where you draw both of them and they don't work very well. Also, in certain aggressive matchups, you're rarely going to be able to Divine Favor for more than 2. Something to keep an eye on. So speaking of which, we will keep an eye on the 2 Divine Favors, see how that goes. We're also just going to be keeping an eye on how good all of these 1-drops are. Are we actually going to be deploying them early? Do they give us more granularity with our hero power? That's quite important. And are they just high impact enough? So without further ado, we'll jump into some games and we'll see how we go. Okay, we're here with Elementalcore100's Odd Paladin. Acarus Veteran, not a 1-drop that we want to keep. I don't think we really want to keep a level up, especially if we don't have a 1. So we're going to send this all back. So hopefully we hit Firefly, Glotron, Mekaroo. Unidentified Maul is fantastic. Very good. It's a great hand. We've got good early pressure. We've got potentially a way to really capitalize if our opponent doesn't have a very active hand. Diamond. Okay, so we're looking at Secret Hunter, Mid-Range Hunter. How good is Mekaroo Coin Glotron?
I wonder. Restored energy. Job done.
Let's gear this up. Yeah, I could definitely do better at having like a lot of resources that give me more, and that's why I love Faye's little weekly update. For those of you who don't know, Faye, which is Callie Ransom on Twitter. She does an excellent weekly roundup of like a lot of gaming news. So not so much the like, hey, here's a new release. It's very good. More like, here's, bigger news stories, particularly within the industry, I think. I really appreciate that. Is that a freezing
The
trap?
battle.
Oh, Venom. I guess we're okay with that.
Reporting for duty.
This double Vine Cleaver draw is unfortunate. Also another reason that I kind of like Divine Favor. You know, you don't really want to have both in your hand at the same time. They're fantastic if you know, manage to sequence them. Not looking great right now.
To battle.
Another double Venom Strike. Interesting.
To battle.
See, like the 400 IQ play is attacking face knowing that it's like explosive trap.
Reporting for duty.
Speak your peace.
To battle.
We're just gonna slow this one down. Hope that they don't have a Spellstone here. That's gonna be pretty good. They don't. And the adapt on the Cobra is not okay. This might actually be a great game for our double Vine Cleaver. They're gonna have their trade here. Okay. Alright. Another weapon.
To battle.
What do we got? There's these ones. Okay.
Reporting for duty. For justice.
Yeah, with this kind of draw, it's making us wonder why we aren't playing Southsea Deckhand, right? Sometimes I wonder if in those Odd Hunter decks, if that's how they came up with it, because they're playing like double Candle Shot, double Eaglehorn Bow. They were just looking at a hand that has so many weapons. They're like, we should just play Southsea Deckhand.
To battle.
Ooh, tasty.
Reporting for duty.
Set up this big level up next turn. Unfortunately, our friend Klug here. Shoutouts to Klug Alters. Oh, the Rexar. Okay, we got a game. We have a game. Let's start doing some chops with the Vine Cleaver.
Job's done. Reporting for duty.
So these next couple of turns are going to be real interesting. Will our opponent have a way to kind of be able to use their hero power but also stymie our own board growth? Is the question. Having a big long think about that one. What'd they get? Interesting. Very interesting. So we don't want to get wrecked by Death and Decay, but seems like we may just have to risk it. Hope that they don't get Death and Decay. Maybe they get the...
Reporting for duty. The battle.
There's no reason to to risk our level up, considering the level up is likely the card that's going to win us the game. You know, if they Death and Decay here, we still have a nice out. We can attack with the Vine Cleaver, hero power, play the other Vine Cleaver, or possibly just play the Fireflies. Well, that doesn't smell like a Death and Decay. Love my hair. I actually washed my hair this morning. I was so concerned that it was just going to be like... Usually when I wash it, it's... Ugh. Hot garbage. Obliterate. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that anymore. There's our one of raid leader.
For justice. Reporting for duty. To battle. Handle it. To battle. To battle. To battle. To battle.
Alright. Feeling pretty good. Not sure what's gonna stop us here. I mean, of course, there's probably the perfect zombieist out there. We could get Bloat Bat and someone let me know in the comment section what the perfect zombieist is there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Got him. Nice, GG's. Okay. Here ends Warrior. Now, Warrior, we haven't been facing too much lately, but generally, when we were facing it before, we were hitting a lot of Odd Warrior, we were hitting a lot of kind of Control Mech Warrior, though we did hit that sweet Boomship combo deck that totally wrecked us with Dullmaster Dorian. So, let's think. I think Righteous Protector Lost in the Jungle is great. We have a turn 1, we have some granularity for turn 3 in case we just want to hero power and do this. We do need to keep in mind that, of course, Warrior has a lot of AoEs. Most decks running Double Brawl, most decks running, you know, at least one Reckless Flurry, particularly in Odd.
None will
Is Odd.
survive.
Okay. So let's see if this adjusted list from Elemental Core with its really thick 1-drops is,
Job's done.
you know, we kind of theorized that it would make it a bit better at going under our opponent. Let's see if that's true. This is definitely a deck where we're going to need to go under. Under and under and under.
Reporting for duty.
The smell of repetition really is on you. Is that how that song goes? Someone in the chat, let me know if I'm wrong. Or rather, someone in chat, tell me I'm wrong. Oh, Divine Shield, please!
Reporting for
The
duty.
light dims.
To battle. To battle.
Alright, opponent. Are we going to get Warpathed? Coin Warpath?
Out of
Stone him. Alright. Now might be our opportunity to kind of push a little bit in terms of pressure. We can get the Blessed Maul out. Play like our Flame Elemental.
For justice.
And this should force a reaction from our opponent. I'll actually trade off one of these Silver Hand Recruits because
Repent.
it doesn't cost us a lot of upside.
To battle.
Definitely costs our opponent a lot of downside. Wolfie Hawk, what is going on? Hello, Tommy Wave in chat. How are y'all tonight? Well, I'm doing great. It's actually almost 1 p.m. It's a good day outside. It's 19 degrees. And we're smashing it today. We're smashing some Odd Warrior. We're doing some Odd Paladin stuff. But I'm doing great. Good to see you. Good to see you again. Let's see those stay wavies in chat for Wolfie. Okay.
I wonder.
I think once again we're just going to trade off these Silverhand Recruits. it may signal to our opponent that, hey, we don't have, you know, a lot of upside for our... we don't have the level up, essentially. But it could be okay. Now, do we want the body? Or do we just want the granularity, as we are always saying? I think we'll take the body. I think...
For justice. The battle.
Trade off 2 boys. Just being very, very careful with our board to not expose it too much. But if there ever was a brawl turn, this is it. Ooh, Reckless Flurry. Are we happier with that? Or would we have been happier with Brawl? I think we're happier with that. Alright, so maybe we go Apple Bomb, Lost in the Jungle here. Although we should have stopped for a bit and considered Super Collider placement. I think getting the Apple Bomb over the other side might have been a bit better. Then their best Super Collider kind of is one worse than what it would be. Great. So perfect time to Vine Cleaver here. Obviously the Warrior deck does play a lot of it can play a lot of weapon removal. Can play MC tech as well, so we'll definitely keep that in mind. Although we can't, because we're going to vomit 2 more boys onto the board. Yeah, we don't have lethal or anywhere close.
Justice. The battle. Reporting for the battle. Keep away.
I mean, it is a little bit, but... Alright, Warrior, what do you have for us? Got an MC tech to steal our Apple Bomb. Got a huge Divine Favor coming next turn, so, you know, perhaps this coming into the double Divine Favor coming into play here, that we were twice as likely to see that a Divine Favor. There's the Gluttonous Suit. Opponent goes to 12. We have 6, 7, 8. 11. So let's throw a Blessing of Might here. And we'll Divine Favor. See if we can't rip a an unidentified maul. Nope, no luck. But that's okay.
Repent.
We did hit the other Vine Cleaver as well.
Reporting for duty.
I'll get the Mecharoo out here in case our opponent does have a board clear. Pop a little boy out, pop a little Joey, and that Joey threatens lethal. The Joey lethal. Oh, Gemini, you need to spectate? Yeah, we can do that. I have a challenger friend as well. So, if anyone is free for some games and they want to play a fun game of Wild, definitely let me know. If all of y'all, if you ever get a challenger friend, you're more than welcome to challenge me. The Joey Lethal. Yes!
You got me.
Nice. There you go. GG's.
I will fight.
Alright,
with honor.
up against a Druid. Our hardest test so far. So, this is interesting. I've always been of the opinion that Blessing of Might is very good against Druid because it usually forces them to drop and naturalize really early, which is something they definitely don't want to do, especially against Odd Paladin. I think Glowtron is the perfect card to be wielding a Blessing of Might. We're on the coin, so we could go Glowtron turn 1, see what happens. Next turn, Blessing of Might, coin hero power. But I really like this combination. Hopefully it pans out for us. Our opponent isn't on a deck that's playing a Wrath. Oh my.
None will survive.
And particularly we hope that they don't have turn 2 Wild Growth. Yeah, we'll still get the
Converting stored energy.
They don't have turn 2 Wild Growth, because turn 2 Wild Growth means turn 3 Swipe. Yes! So this also sets us up to potentially do the Divine Shield Mole, which is really going to put our opponent up a creek, hopefully. Is this Naturalize? Spellstone. Okay. We got the Spellstone out, which is fine. They also get the Hero Power into our board. But we can drop the Champion's Mole next turn. Which I think we want to do over Firefly Hero Power.
Reporting for battle. For justice.
Joe was not late for registration. Joe was right on time. Twig! Oh gosh. This turn 4 Twig is going to do some work. Where are our Righteous Protectors?
Reporting for duty. The battle! The battle!
I think we go for Hero Power Divine Shield Mole here. Then if our opponent has the Spreading Plague, we do get the level up and we have a bunch of Divine Shielded. Or do we just level up on 3? To stop our opponent. It's a tough one.
For justice. Reporting for duty. The battle. The battle. The battle.
Like, I think both are just equally as weak to Spreading Plague. But ECW Taz, what is going on? I'm doing very, very well. We're just playing some odd Paladin here. We're doing pretty well. Currently 2-0. Seeing if we can get the 3-0. But it's good to see you in the chat. Did you just finish streaming, or are we streaming later, or what's the story? What's the sticky? Our opponent going draw armor here. Setting themselves to 25. Big level up. We'll take it.
For justice. The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle! The battle!
Opponent on 6. Leroy in hand. But presumably the big Spreading Plague coming. I think if our opponent really wanted to dig for that Spreading Plague, they might have drawn an extra time. But if they drew an extra time, they would have died. Okay, I guess. Or is this... No. Guess they just never found the Spreading Plague. Sweet essence. 2 battle, 2 furious. Ah, there's the Naturalize. Yes, I think our opponent has accepted their defeat there. So no Spreading Plague. I think a Spreading Plague there would have at least made the game interesting. But yeah, sometimes they just don't have it. And go to rank 5 as well. So let's take a look at the deck one last time. Honestly, I think if you're an odd Paladin aficionado, if you love the odd boys, if you love playing a nice aggressive deck, give this deck a try. It's just a little bit of a twist on the classic odd Paladin, like we said during the introduction, playing Glowtrons and Mecharoos, but no other mechs in the deck. No other mechs. No Wargears or anything like that. So it's still playing those really high impact, we still get to play Corridor Creeper, we still get to play Fungal Mancer, we still get to play Vine Cleaver, we still have those really high impact cards, but we've just got a little bit, some extra spice in that 1-drop slot. And we faced a Druid, we faced a Warrior, and our theory was that some extra 1-drops would help us go under those decks, and it definitely made those mulligans so much easier. I feel like all those mulligans we did, we were already keeping a great hand, and we just mulliganed into, we're either going to mulligan into something the same or better. Unlike those decks where we really try and cut down on 1-drops, something we see a lot with Tempo Rogue that only plays like Firefly, maybe one other 1-drop like South Sea Deckhand, is those mulligans can be really tough. You're really trying to dig for the right stuff. And with this deck, it's the exact opposite. We have so much of the good stuff, and our hero power is so good that we can keep a lot of hands. So big shout out to Elemental Core 100. Check them out. All the links in the description. Jump over to the Hearthstone deck article. Like I said, +1 that deck. Leave a lovely, thoughtful comment. My name is Tommy Wave. All of my links are down in the description as well. Until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, eat the rich, summon some Silverhand recruits. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.